Force 99.
I can deal with that. Gear up, fellas. We're going into the field.
Oh, come on. It's been days since I've blown something up.
You mess with the kid, you mess with me. The rules.
Don't wander off, keep my eyes and ears on my surroundings, and trust no one but my squad.
If this is where you want to be, then this is where you'll stay.
What's up, my squad, my bad bitch babies, my friends, my family? Catherine, Ryan, what's up, y'all? Hello. How are you,
Hello.
Catherine? What's going on tonight?
You know, I'm doing great because I'm with two of my favorite humans, and the cats have now decided to come out to play around my feet. So
Dude, nice.
I guess it's a whole party over here.
I got a cat by my feet. Very cool. You got any cats, Ryan? No cats?
Just you two. You two are my favorite cats.
Oh, cool, dude.
Hey.
We're some pretty cool cats to be hanging with. Thank you for joining me, both of y'all. It's exciting to see you. We were off last week. I missed everybody. And I want to say thanks to everyone for joining the chat and for hanging out. And yeah, this is an exciting time to be a Star Wars fan and a Bad Batch fan. We're at like the midway point of the show. And I feel like, you know what? You know what I think I want to do? I want you two to just take that page of the format for our show. I want you to tear it out. And I want you to stand on top of your desk like it's Dead Poet Society and throw it out, because I'm just switching it all up tonight. I say we do free-form conversation about these 3 episodes and just fuck it up. Go straight through episodes 8, 9, and 10. And you know what? If you guys have anything else to say, then, you know, feel free to say it, because...
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, my Captain Rex.
Yeah. Dude, yes. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Hell yes. I absolutely love that. Let's talk about, like, Star Wars, what was our week in Star Wars like? I know that I've had a good week. I don't know. I know, Catherine, I know that you kind of made some purchases. Maybe you can share how your week in Star Wars fandom and buying stuff was.
Yeah, well, I found these 2 pristine vintage Phantom Menace shirts that just happen to be in sizes that would fit both Abby and myself. They were apparently delivered to my mailbox on Thursday or Friday, one of the 2 days, and they were put in somebody else's mailbox, so I don't have them, and I'm very upset about it.
Oh.
But we're gonna find them. We're gonna, fingers crossed, find them, because we need to find them.
Yeah,
I'm
we
so
will.
upset though, but that's okay. They still were good finds. I got some cool little knickknacks over here. We got a pod racer hat.
That's cool.
It looks like right out of NASCAR.
I know.
Yeah. Dude,
Just a little, I'm going down the track and watching them pod racers go head to head, you know?
Dude, I love it.
Get me in these
What I love is that, like, that hat that you have, what I was gonna bring up for the things I've been doing. I have all these old Star Wars magazines that Jason Grosky sent, who's a listener of YHS, which is awesome. But this is literally like a merch catalog for like so much stuff that I haven't seen. And
It's like the 90s Star Wars collector books, right?
Yeah. I got that.
Oh shit.
I'm trying to find one specific page because it has. Oh, here it is. It's got the comforter set, which looks a lot like a hat. I don't know if you
ayo. I would put that on my bed immediately.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Look at the size of that bed. Like, couples go in that bed with pod racing sheets, and that's amazing to me.
You get in that bed, and, like, instead of it having like the vibrating motion, it's like the.
Oh my god. And instead of being car shape, it's shaped like a pod racer.
Dude, yes. I will 100% jump into that bed. And Catherine, that hat's awesome. I really, really like it. And you know what?
Hey, thanks.
It doesn't even matter that we didn't get that the shirts went to the wrong person, because you're spreading the love and the joy of the prequels. But also fuck those people, because they're not going to appreciate those t-shirts as much as we will. And I'm sort of bummed, but hopefully it'll all right itself.
I'm really
I got a box
hoping
here for Kat, like, ready to go.
Oh,
dude, yeah.
I don't even remember what you're
seal
sending
it up.
me.
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't know what I'm sending you? You should know.
No, I don't even remember what you're sending me. I remember Anakin and my Zaddy Kenobi.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like there was something
Right.
else, but I don't remember.
There is. It's from the Julianne side of things.
Yes.
Okay.
I love
All right, I don't
President.
know
Her
what that
crew
is,
gear.
but-
She finally gets her crew gear. It's gonna soon arrive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm going to pretend I worked on The Mandalorian.
Oh, dude, you're getting some of that stuff? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Ryan's good for. ILM, buddy. Very cool. Thank you, Ryan. That's what Ryan's good
what
for. That's what it's
That's
good
it.
for. Nothing else. No. You know that's a lie.
Star Wars. What is it good for?
Oh,
It's good
absolutely.
for merch.
Everything and for comforters. Ryan, have you had anything
Yeah.
new in Star Wars this week? Did you buy anything? Did you like?
I didn't buy anything. There hasn't been a lot out recently that's been like striking my fancy.
Okay.
Like I still got stuff on pre-order that I'm still just waiting for it to just kind of arrive to even get sent out to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just that kind of stuff. Like, but there's really been nothing else. But Star Wars Visions looked cool.
Yeah, dude,
Ooh,
talk
little
about
anime
that.
trailer.
Yeah, that's exciting stuff. What are your thoughts between the two of you? Are you excited about this?
Yeah, I like that one that looks like Astro Boy. That one, that little cute little droid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of like excited for that one, and then there's that one that looks really gritty with like the Tusken Raider with the eye patch and
Okay.
the gonk droid with the grass skirt and stuff like that. Like that's
Yeah.
those are
It's
the ones
cool
I'm
looking.
excited for. Yeah, it's cool
I'm
looking.
just
It's different.
excited for. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm excited for an offshoot of something that's very new for the Star Wars universe, but also like I love anime just on a smaller scale than most people. But just the animation style, but put with the Star Wars universe is like, ooh, I like it. Because what was the like YouTube thing from a couple of years ago that somebody threw together? I think it was fan made. That was just like really.
Oh, there's been a couple fan made ones. There was like a TIE Fighter one. That was an anime that was fan made, and then there was one where it was like a Star Wars A New Hope trailer made to look like an old anime as well.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. I didn't see that. That's neat, though. I'll check it
It's
out.
very cool. It looks all grainy. I like it.
Yeah, that's cool to take like an aesthetic and a genre that you are into and then like put something you really love through that filter. So I think that's exciting to see what they come up with. Yeah, I saw one of the tweets from the show writer, I believe. I don't remember her name, but it seems very cool and I'm excited.
Neat.
Yeah, it is. It's cool. Like the fact that there's so much still coming out. We're halfway through Bad Batch and it's just an exciting place to be. I know that much.
Give me more toys.
Yeah, dude, Kat, didn't
Seriously.
you order an inflatable pool also? Like a Star
Oh
Wars?
yeah, I completely forgot. So it's like the battle station. I don't even remember what the name of it is. I'm a fake fan, poser fan.
There's just too many names to remember. You're the most real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm done trying to remember them, but it's like the one that's like a donut that has a piece cut out of it. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? With
I've
a
got
little
that.
ball in the middle.
It's just
Yeah.
like the Republican Cruiser, isn't it? Not the Republican.
I
the
have a
Separatist Cruiser?
sticker of it on my bathtub in my backyard, my garden tub. That's how I know.
Hell
what you're
yeah.
talking
Donut.
about. And you know what? When I put it on there, I was like, I'm not really sure
Bless
what
you.
this is. Let's put this up here. think
I
it's
know.
really
It was just
good.
about happened there. I was like, whew.
Dude.
It was close.
Yeah.
You almost had it.
Dude,
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but apparently it sprays out of the middle too. So we shall see. Maybe I'll
Dude,
just do some
you plug the
hot
hose
tub
in?
streams. Yeah,
That's
like
fucking-
I'm not sure what to expect.
I mean, expect it to be full of dirt and grass in like 20 minutes because that's what usually happens with those things. As someone who's been like, I'm going out, I'm getting the inflatable pool, I'm gonna get the pump, spending like $100 on this, get home. It's good for about 15 minutes and it gets dirty.
Yep. Yep.
That's my
Yeah.
experience. But I love that you're getting that. I've gotten the inflatable chairs. I've got the Darth Maul and Padme. So I don't know if you could put those in a pool, but it would be really
I mean,
cool.
I have the Jar Jar one. We should try and find out.
Yeah.
I think this is happening.
We should bring them to whatever the next celebration or like convention that we go to.
Oh my gosh, if we use the pools at Celebration, and I'll try to pack. I know back home at my parents' place, I have the inflatable Darth Maul chair,
Ooh, yeah.
and we just like ride the pool.
He ride
you
the
know,
pool.
We ride the pool in inflatable chairs and pools,
Yeah,
inflatable separatist pools.
That's very cool. I just see us floating and doing a podcast, or you doing a live stream in that pool. I love that idea. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. That's exactly what we'll do. It'll echo. It'll be weird. Someone will get mad because something will fall into the pool.
Dude, I'm falling into the pool. I don't know how. I don't think the pool casts are a good idea. That's one of those things like me taking a lightsaber into the ocean. That's not going to work. So I'm going to stop.
Ooh, welcome to the pool cast. It has nothing to do with Deadpool at all.
Let's see. Podcast in a pool. I don't know. A lot of wires. A lot of water.
Pooled.
Yeah.
Pooled cast.
Dude, I could do one outside of the pool, like in the table.
Yeah.
Very, yeah. That would be comfortable. Cool.
Yeah, margarita. We're good.
Yeah. Like a permanent set. Okay, cool. I actually, on my Animal Crossing island, have like an outdoor podcast area set up by the beach. So
I love that.
Ooh.
letting y'all know. It's really good.
If anybody in the chat hasn't been to Abby's Island as like the dreamscape, what is that called even?
Dreaming.
I don't know words this week, okay?
Dream address. You're doing great though.
You need to go to Abby's Island. It's so lit. Like you've built out the craziest, coolest stuff. It's so good.
Thank you.
Winning Animal Crossing.
I'm only inspired by you, so thank you. Dude. Yeah, it's a fun world, definitely. 100% to build out and do whatever you want with. Sort of like Star Wars is a fun world that they can do whatever they want with. That was a segue. I hope you enjoyed the segue. Yeah, because we have 3 episodes that have come out since our last show. There's episode 8, 9, and 10, and like I mentioned, it's like brought us up to the halfway point of the show. So, I was thinking maybe we kind of do like a little recap, a little reflection, like how are we feeling with where it is now? What were our thoughts on these last 3 episodes? Maybe just for context, for those of you watching, I'll just let you know a little bit about episode 8. It was called Reunion, and it basically started on Braca, which is the shipyard planet where they were in the previous episode, in episode 7. And basically, let's see. And the I get stressed when I try to recap these things. A lot of stuff happens, but basically the whole point of this episode is that Cad Bane shows up, which I know, Ryan, you have strong feelings attached to Cad Bane. I know you were excited. Not saying that Catherine doesn't, but I know that, Ryan, you were like, whoa, dude, hell yes. So that's kind of like the big thing that happened in the episode. So I figure we should kind of get into that and like his appearance, how it made us feel and all that kind of shit.
Well, it made me feel happy because he's such a badass, and his little droid companion is he's funny too.
Toto?
Voiced by Seth Green.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is always pretty cool. Like Cad Bane's just cool. Like I don't even know how else to really explain it, because he's like the Clint Eastwood of space, right? I think that's exactly what he's supposed to be based off of. You can tell he's got the Western music. You hear the spurs hit the ground. He's a cool dude, right? And then it was cool. It was
he has
cool.
A cool standoff with Hunter at like 1.2, which was awesome.
Yeah, and kicks his ass.
Yeah,
dude, and just visually, it's stunning. Like the length between them and everything. Like it's just on such a large scale in that hangar. Yeah, I think they're in the hangar at that point, but. Yeah, visually stunning too.
Yeah, it's like that epic scope and like the music that kind of kicks in. It's that Western standoff moment, which was like super fucking cool. It's cool to see a character from the Clone Wars pop back up always. But I really liked the sequence of the shootout between Hunter and Cad Bane, and then Toto getting shot in the leg. I thought that whole thing was like. Very, very
and then
funny.
using his leg as a cane after as well. I thought it was pretty clever.
Yeah. There's nothing like a funny little droid to like lighten things up.
It's like, my booster.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's also kind of like in an abusive relationship too, right?
Dude, like Stockholm Syndrome? Yeah, he's like,
where he's like, no, I get treated appropriately for my actions. It's like, dude.
It's like, he's not very nice to you, your friend. Not so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Not
Which
at all.
actually, like in the next episode, episode 9, it's like that Omega uses that as an advantage, like kind of doing the mouse getting the thorn out of the lion's paw kind of a thing, like helping somebody out and helping herself out, like in the process. Which it was funny and interesting to see more of her character always being so equipped to like handle situations. And yeah, dude. So that was episode 9. Also, just to cover, it's called Bounty Lost, and that was a good episode.
It was good, but I think they got Omega back too quickly. There was not enough. It seemed
I've
a little
read some
easy.
people say that.
Right? Like, I kind of wish that, like, as I thought that was cool that Cad Bane, like, kicked Hunter's ass, took her. Like, you know, like, yeah, like, I've dealt with
shot him
like,
and
a
then
million times.
Yeah, and you got that, like, sequence
not-
of Hunter going back into the ship, like, first-person perspective, which was, like a horror movie and really cool.
Yeah, like, and we don't get to see that very often in Star Wars either. I thought that was pretty rad. But then all of a sudden to be like, oh, she's set up her tracker. Let's just go pick her up. And it's kind of how I felt. It kind of took away some of the, oh God, what about Omega-ness out of it? Because it's rare that we see characters like that get captured and taken away so quickly.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, even when, like, Ahsoka got, like, captured by those hunters, like the Predator episodes, right? Where they drop her off on, like, an island, and then they go and hunt Padawans and Jedis and whatever for kicks, right? Like, that episode lasted, like, that whole series of events lasted, like, 3 episodes.
Right.
Do you think they're not doing that anymore because of our short attention spans as viewers? Do you think that it's, like, purposeful at this point, which is so sad and pathetic? But, like, how you even mentioned about the following episode, how, you know, Gen Zers with ADHD won't be able to handle it. I think maybe it's, like, part of the problem, perhaps. But
yeah,
I mean,
well, that's why I usually think that only people, like, I only think kids like Gen Z and all that kind of stuff, they came up with the term filler episode. Because it's just like, this was boring. There was too much explaining and world building. So this is just a filler episode because they're impatient. They want that Darth Maul battle. They want that Darth Vader to show up, like, right away. You know what I mean? And
like a kill or a character reveal or something like that. Something major. It's almost
right,
like Game
as opposed
of Thrones.
to right? Like, as opposed to, like, some of this, like, world building they've been doing, like every kind of episode that kind of feels like a filler episode. You know what I mean? It's like they're always kind of building to the progression of the Empire. So even in that last episode where you kind of see, like, the Empire, like, being like, hey, Senator dude, you better do what we say or we're gonna, like, slap you around. And that's when, like, you even have separate senators that were separatists now being, like, standing up against the Empire, realizing this isn't what we're fighting for.
That's episode 10. That exactly that moment, or that's what the whole episode is about. Which I feel like I want to pose the question: do you think that senator and his droid are, like, in a relationship? Because I feel like they had a very GS8. Like, she saves his
there's
face.
a lot going on there.
She's always, like, behind him, giving him like a supportive pat on the back, and I think that's cool. I just wanted to say that. I don't know if they are.
I'm down. I am totally down. If there's one thing we learned, if there's one good thing we could take away from Solo, it's that droids can hook up with humans.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Dude.
I would love to see just a whole series about L3, right?
Yeah,
That's her name?
L337, yeah.
Poser fan again.
Dude, you're great, yeah.
I would
a series of L3 going on different dates with different humans and creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you think Echo would be kind of into it? Because it's like, you know, he's...
Echo for sure.
Yeah.
I just realized something weird. I don't know if either of you have watched Fleabag, but Phoebe Waller-Bridge, her sister on that show plays this droid, and she plays L3, which I find interesting. I just realized that this very moment.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Good connection. Very good
Oh, okay.
connection.
I thought there was, like, and she has sex with a bunch of aliens. Great.
No, I mean, GS8, the droid from episode 10, the actress that plays her is the sister on Fleabag who... Never mind.
Who will know if we watch the show? It will spoil something.
Yeah.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. But we should go back to, like, I know we're jumping all over the place.
Yeah, you're
but
good.
That's the way of the show today. But, like, I love how even in episode 9, even though I feel like they got Omega back too quickly, I love that we kind of see, like, an early cloning facility.
Mm-hmm.
And what's in those, like, and so is it Fennec that gets, like, thrown into one of the tanks and it breaks and, like, one of the bodies falls on her?
Yeah,
And
Omega
it's like
pushes
one of
that
those,
tank.
right? And it's one of those Kaminoans, right?
Yeah. You
So
got
it makes me wonder if a bunch of the Kaminoans on Kaminoa, if they're actually all clones as well.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. I know
Because they're
that.
clearly cloning each other.
Right. And that's the whole purpose of Fennec trying to get. Oh, well, I don't know if that's the purpose of Fennec trying to get Omega. That would be the purpose of Cad Bane getting Omega and getting her back because they want to extract her pure genetic essence, which is. That was kind of the reveal that we got that she's Jango's like the closest like daughter basically and Boba's sisters essentially had to put
Alpha and Omega.
Yes.
Very, very cool.
That's
Cool.
like that was the biggest thing in these 3 episodes.
Yeah.
And I saw some cool shit with that. Yeah, thoughts. Let me know what y'all thought.
Well, I'm still like, what is Nala Se up to? Why doesn't she want? I mean, like, why is she so protective of Omega? I am curious where that whole line of thinking is going to go, and just her defiance of Lama Su. Like, it's
Yeah.
what are we up to?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because she sent Fennec, and so there's it's a not. It's not confusing.
It's not
but
confusing. It's a little bit like Pirates of the Caribbean in a way. Everyone's kind of doing things behind each other's back, and they all got that one treasure they need to get.
Right.
And we don't know who's on whose side. So it's now we all kind of outside of the Bad Batch, we actually don't know who we're trusting, and we actually are not sure. Even like, is Fennec? Do we want her to go with Fennec? Because Fennec is also known before Mando season 2, she's not a nice person. We also know that Cad Bane is not a nice person, but at the end of the day, they're both, they're just both there to do the job
Bounty
they're
hunter.
getting paid for.
Yeah, making money.
So who is on the right side, and is there should we be cheering for one or the other? Because we don't know what each party has planned for Omega outside of the Bad Batch.
Right.
Yeah, that's like the biggest question I had circling like that episode. Thinking about what if Fennec's motivation is good, because you do feel like, and she says like in that lab room like I'm looking for your best interests, and that is kind of a creepy eerie scene with like it reminds me of the Lost World a little bit with like dinosaurs going through the
Like Alien or something.
Yeah. And
Yep.
that like they want you to extract your essence and then do away with you kind of a thing. Yeah, that adds up to Omega being like obviously like what just them wanting to take her and use her, and obviously Clone Force 99 being the family that wants to protect her, that she's bonded with. And I feel good about that. I feel good about her and the guys and the group. I know that we were talking about how the show's like halfway through at this point. Do you guys have any like, I don't know, thoughts about dynamics with characters, or any complaints or anything that you wish would like flesh out faster or that you didn't expect? Just like overall in general, the way that Omega relates to the guys.
I kind of wish that they would talk a little more. Like, it just seems like the thing with Wrecker losing his inhibitor chip. It seems to be like, okay, that's done, and we don't acknowledge it anymore. I kind of wish they would kind of talk about that a little more, about him kind of like, maybe him having his own little post-traumatic stress about it.
Yeah, I feel like there was a moment where he hits his head again, and I thought they were going to bring that up somehow again, but it wasn't. But I did notice that he got hit in the head, so there's some sort of like thread there.
It's just reoccurring concussions, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like football.
He's not doing well.
Yeah.
He's not doing well. No.
Yeah, I don't know if I have any complaints about anything. I thought it was interesting how Hunter almost let his heart take over his head.
Yeah.
In terms of rescuing Omega. Like when they're escaping from Crosshair, which I guess we need to talk about him too. That whole line has kind of just been pushed to the side, but I think something like really dark and ominous is going to happen with that.
Yeah.
But Hunter clearly loves Omega so much. Yeah, go.
Were they trying to grow force-sensitive clones on the other planet? I mean, that feels like what it would be.
But
Aaron Knowles.
It looks like it was.
Thank you,
It
Aaron.
looks like it was dead. Like that whole planet just seemed to be like.
Yeah, it was like Cloud City.
like
mixed-
Formaldehyde, almost like just kind of
Yeah.
sitting in there.
You could smell it. Yeah.
yeah.
Smell the
It looked
formaldehyde.
like one giant fart to me. I'm like,
Yeah, dude. That's why it was so gross when that shit fell on Fennec. You're like, oh my god. I know when you're pinned under like a dead alien body that's been pickled.
yeah.
Yeah, I honestly think that they don't. Unless there is a secret facility there where that's where they're doing the testing, but something tells me they've already been doing the testing on Camino. I don't know. Just there's already just because of all those Snoke, man. Snoke ruins everything
Yeah.
because it has me kind of like thinking like they have and Mandalorian in that sense too, right? Because they're always after the baby. They need that M count.
It's very
Right?
I
similar.
want to
It's
see
very
the baby.
yeah, the baby.
They want to see the baby.
Gotta see the baby.
Baby.
Yeah.
And so now that that's why I'm kind of wondering like what kind of happens with Omega because does she have like I don't know. I honestly don't know where they're going with this whole clone like force sensitive thing. Is she for real though?
I don't know, but it feels like maybe the Empire has multiple like sites where they're attempting to clone things and test or whatever, and like this is just the next step in their attempt, or I don't know,
or maybe not yet because
They're gonna
right
keep
now
trying.
they're so gung ho on stormtroopers and like recruiting people,
Right.
right? That I still think that like I still predict that something's gonna like get completely effed, and like the Empire's just gonna bomb the shit out of Camino.
I don't know. I feel like somebody is behind. I don't want to say it's like Vader or something, but maybe it is. Somebody is definitely behind. Oh my god, I'm like literally having the hardest time talking
You're
today. Who am I
doing it.
thinking of?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it a character? Or is it
Vader
Twi'lek?
my mind just went completely blank. It's the bad
Ooh.
people,
It's Star
the
Wars.
Empire.
Empire.
Yeah.
Palpatine.
You think Vader will show up?
Yeah. I mean, obviously Palpatine is involved. I don't know. Yeah. Thank
Yaddle.
you for
You think
saving
Yaddle?
my brain. It's Yaddle!
Yes. Clearly, Yaddle's gonna
Thank
show
you,
up.
Jake.
Thank you.
Yeah, I feel like there's darker like plot lines about the whole Omega cloning stuff that just hasn't been touched on yet is what I was attempting to say. So I
More
feel like that
sinister.
needs to get fleshed out more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Something a little bit
So-
more like, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, yes, the plan and however she'll tie in, especially in the future, seems like it will be something like that. That's a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I want Boba
Yeah.
Fett to run into Omega.
Okay.
I feel like it's
yeah,
coming.
that's I definitely like with the Fett
Yep.
legacy. I feel like right now is that's where we're heading towards. Especially finding out that stuff about Omega being like the pure form or whatever. I think that there's a chance that we could see that Boba and her.
I
something
didn't
like that
ask
happen.
for
Yeah.
a sister. I didn't want a sister. I liked being an only child.
Okay, so Ray Cameron says so. Omega's going to show up on Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, that's
Yo.
that's where
I
the
don't
casting.
know if they would do that so
rumors
quickly. Do you
happen.
think they would? Do you think they would do that so quickly to start introducing her into live action?
I mean, I kind of hope so because I just want more people to be into the animated stuff. And I feel like the easiest way to do that is by taking live action and then being like, oh, I'm interested in this character. How can I find their origin story? And then go back.
Yeah, it's
and
like you
watch
got to cater to the
Clone Wars without
lowbrow
that.
before like those with artistic sensibilities can like go and watch
No, dude, preach.
animation.
I know.
You know,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. You've got to appreciate the animation.
You got
It's
to throw
not-
in a couple fart jokes to get the muggles in. You know, it's like
They're like, we promise you, Luke Skywalker's coming. We promise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand.
he'll show up, then it'll be good.
Right.
Right. So-
Right. And I have personally just enjoyed watching this show so much and watching the Clone Wars build up to it. So I have that same appreciation that both of y'all have, where it's like, spread the word, share the news. It's good news. It's a good show. And yeah,
But
you
I
can-
also
there's
don't
more
want to know what her
investment.
fate is right away either. Like I think to have her like in Book of Boba Fett already in fall,
Mm-hmm.
then we kind of know what kind of happens to her. And I don't want that yet. I kind of want to speculate a little bit. I want a little more hints, and I don't want things to be bookended already.
Yeah.
And I mean, we do get a lot of that in Star Wars to begin with. I mean, Darth Vader is a prime example of that. We went from his final story to the very start of his story, right? Like everything was booked, and then we filled in the middle, kind of thing. So I kind of hope we don't do that with Omega, but knowing how Star Wars tells stories, that could happen as well.
Well, here's my only argument against that. Look at what Ahsoka has like turned into timeline wise. Like, I feel like her showing up in Rebels, it shows her, her future from Clone Wars, but it doesn't really end her story. So
there's still a lot of gaps there.
Yeah, we could see something similar with Omega, possibly. Who knows? Yeah.
Filling
so
in
who's
time.
Playing her?
That's the
shit. Daniel Logan in Omega, obviously.
Duh.
Dragno Logan.
Dude, I've seen him at conventions. I think he'd be down to do it. I don't know why not.
He'd be down to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen him with his long hair now. He's pretty. He could do it.
Yeah, dude. He was. Yeah, dude. Ray Cameron says she doesn't have to show up in season 1. Could be a couple of seasons down the line. Which that would be, I think that would make us all happy because then we have some time to like let her marinate, see what happens with the animated, where this show leaves her, and then, like have some time away and then have that interest build up before you are just like, here's the rest of her story. And also, that's the timeline between Book of Fett and Bad Batch. I don't know how many years that is. Do either of y'all know? Does producer Craig? I'm trying to think how much
5,
older.
13.
She'd be in her 30s probably.
What is it? 15, 17, 18 years between episode 3 and A New Hope?
Okay.
I really have no idea.
Then you
I don't either. I don't even like math. I'm trying to think age bracket.
10 years for the original trilogy. And then another 5 years. So it's going to be like 30 some years from like where we are in Bad Batch to where we are in Book of Fett. Mm-hmm. But so Book of Fett might also be him reflecting back. That could be a flashback series as well. We don't know what Book of Fett is.
You know right. What? The way you just said that made me think
about that.
He could be having flashbacks, and there could be a young Omega of some sort. Like
which again we could have young Daniel Logan because he's like what 5'2". He could still play a little kid. Like so we could still get like little Daniel Logan playing Baby Fett, right?
Yeah, dude. He's always wanted a sister. I don't know if he does, but he's got one now.
He's got one now. He doesn't have a say in it.
Yeah.
Should have talked to Tuan Wee, man.
Yeah, dude. But you know what? That's Tuan Wee was being brought up earlier. The other thing about Omega that I feel like should be brought up is that she's like super skilled at playing. What's the name? Dejeric? I don't know how. Is that? I believe.
Yeah, man. She's like the Queen's Gambit of. Star Wars.
She's like Rain Man.
Rain Man.
Yes, and she pays off her
Queen's
debt.
Rain Man. That's what she is.
Yeah, dude. I was. I like that stuff. I like her relationship with Sid. That was developed really. Fleshed out well in episode 10 with like she was the Bee's story. Like she was staying back because she had just been through a lot over the last 2 episodes with being kidnapped and then being rescued, which as we said, kind of happened fast. But now she's back at Sid's in episode 10. And I really like the way that she just kind of has intuition and instinct to jump into the game and to help Sid and then to make a lot of money and like pay off the credits.
Man.
Yeah.
They're
and pay off the debt.
The 60%. I'm like, okay, girl. Like, I would have just been like 15.
Dude, it's
she's like, nah.
Yeah, dude. It's like, well, growing up on Camino, she probably like, I don't know, this was some shrewd business dealers.
Well, she's been watching what's been happening with the guys, right? When Hunter's just like, where's all share? And then she's just like, well, look at here, you got. Oh, now I'm turning into Janine. That's what she is. She's Janine now. It's just like, you're paying for popcorn, you're paying for gas, room and board. Right. So, I mean.
And the Mantel makes another appearance.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, man. Popcorn ain't going to pay for itself. She needs 60%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
totally
makes herself useful, which I think is fan. In the beginning of the episode, she's like, "Oh, am I just like extra or do I put the team in danger? So I think that's cool that her and Hunter saw eye to eye by the end of the episode and was like, they were both like, all right, you're in with the future missions. I thought all that stuff was very cool.
And how awesome was that Walker chase?
Oh, dude.
Like, it's so weird because they are so big and they do move a little slow.
Mm-hmm.
But it was also like fun to watch how like one's turning the corner, but the other one's just too slow to get around the corner in time as the other one goes by. And it's just like, it's still like super suspenseful, even though I feel like they could have all just jumped out of the tank and ran to the other one.
Right.
Like, it's just, but they did it in such a way that I thought it was really well done.
Yeah,
it's
I
really
love that.
cool seeing all the Clone Wars, like vehicles and settings in some cases. Like I like,
but
seeing
also
it
in the
now
role reversal that
aged.
they're in.
Yeah, exactly. Like it would be as if, you know, any country started moving from one regime to the next and like using prior, you know, weaponry and whatnot and moving into the new era. I think it's pretty cool to see like the shift both with the clone troopers and the vehicles and whatnot. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, like the passage of time and like it's cool to see the unseen periods of time, which is what the animated shows give us.
Exactly. Instead of some like instantaneous, like, okay, now we're stormtroopers. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like
showing instead of telling. Yeah. Which is what yeah, exactly. That's what I think the animated world is like. That's what it's there for, to fill in those blanks. And it's very
totally
cool. Yeah. That was an awesome chase scene, Ryan, on Raxus, I think was the name of that planet. And I think it's
right, which we saw in Clone Wars more than once.
Yeah, it looked familiar. So it's a lovely place.
Is it in Battlefront? Because it did seem, or Battlefront 2 rather, it looks just like something from Battlefront 2. Do you know what I'm talking about?
It looks like the Naboo map. It looks like the
right.
Naboo map is what it is.
Thank you.
That's where you're going with. But like that's the planet where like Ahsoka hooked up with that separatist.
Oh yeah.
When her teen hormones like kicked in and she's
did
like,
did they hook up or was it just like they looked at each other?
They totally did.
You think they hooked up? I know they went under a gazebo together.
Look at who her Jedi Master is. Of course.
Dude.
Of course.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Smolder.
Yeah.
Right. Even Obi-Wan hooked up with Satine. Those Jedis, they may not necessarily like be attached to you after you hook up, but they still hooking up. They're clearly hooking
like
up.
Most men?
Yeah. Dude, they're gonna. And then they're gonna use that excuse of like, oh, sorry, I'm Jedi. You know, kind of forgot about that last night.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, guys in the chat, let me know how you feel about this.
Yeah.
Feel free to defend yourself and, let your feelings be heard if they're hurt.
Dude, it's tough dating a Jedi, you know? They're emotional, then they're committed to someone other than you.
It's like dating a violent monk.
Well, hey man, if anything, for the longest time, at least Anakin was one of the good ones. He expressed his feelings.
Yeah.
You know, he married the first woman he ever met that really wasn't his mother.
Laid eyes on.
Yeah, besides his
or wasn't
mom.
covered in sand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's just like, oh, you're an angel?
You fell from heaven?
Yeah, he was like, and he went for it. He married. Sure, it ended tragically with her getting murdered on a volcanic planet.
He did it out of love, Ryan. Okay.
Yeah, dude, she was so heartbroken from living a lie to the entire Republic that she lost the will to live.
Yeah,
that hurts. Man. That hurts.
R.I.P.
Yeah, man.
It's
rest in Padme. Rest in Padme.
Dude, wait, weren't we recently talking about having like a Padme Renaissance somehow? Like bringing, I feel
like a Padme Renaissance fair where we just we just celebrate Padme and we all wear her different dresses. And...
that's a great idea.
I mean,
yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, we got a notification.
Coming?
Ray Cameron, are you a Boba Fett
starship?
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
That's funny.
Should I keep my box for my unaltered?
You can just call it what it is.
Slave one.
It's a slave. It's the slave one. It's the slave one. It's okay, folks.
Man.
If it's anyone's fault, it's Craig's.
Okay, it's Craig's fault.
Yeah, if anyone,
Kurt, come on.
yeah, he's the one that threw that up. So you know what? He's the one getting canceled for this, not us.
Yeah.
I mean, none of us wrote the damn name.
Yeah, we're not George Lucas.
Yeah.
George, do you need to explain yourself? Yes. We would like to know why.
Oh, yeah, I know, but Disney's changing the name.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to know why he originally named it Slave One.
Hey, I just got a show note, so now I'm with you. It's like, I got it. Yeah, Slave Leia's not good. I got it.
Lego.
I know what you're
does
talking.
it again.
I know what you're talking. Yeah, I know. Right, Cameron. I'm a person, and my name is Anakin. I'm a person. My name is Anakin. Dude. Thank you, Anakin. Dude, I want to get Ahmed Best on the show. I just wanted to say that and put that out there.
Oh my gosh. And on top of that, I want Ahmed Best on the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
I want Ahmed Best. I want the best for Ahmed Best.
Same. I read this whole interview before the show. That's in this one magazine here. It's like he's a fucking cool dude. Like his dad did like martial arts. His mom was a fashion designer, and he's cool.
I don't know if they're on Disney Plus, but I think these are on the original DVD. And he went on set every day and did like a daily blog of behind the scenes of episode 1.
Oh.
And they used to be on StarWars.com when you used to have to buffer everything. And then they were taken down because obviously it's just like, time passes and whatever. But they all exist somewhere and they're great. It's him hosting and him having fun and talking to like Liam Neeson and Ewan and Jake Lloyd and everybody.
That's
and
so
people
awesome.
from behind the scenes, like people working the set.
Are you saying can you see this anywhere currently, or it's lost?
I'll check Disney Plus. I'll check
Yeah.
Disney Plus, and then I will put it into. I'll put a link down for it in. Have some group therapy.
Group therapy, yeah. Because there's and I know, Kat, I've talked to you about this on YouTube. There's the behind the scenes making a Phantom Menace. That's like,
oh yeah,
it has all
Rick
the best.
McCallum.
Let me show you.
Get the autograph.
Yeah. Oh, she just took the mic with her.
I had never seen this, and Abby told me about it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm like sure it'll be good." But I had no idea what I was in for. I had no idea.
Y'all don't know about Rick McCallum?
We need to get that signed by the maker himself.
Yeah, I agree. By both of these men. And for those of you who don't know, Rick McCallum was a producer on The Phantom Menace. I don't know how much he did before
all three of them, I think.
Yeah, because he's in all those videos. He's just the quintessential producer, just like, fucking you, and this is going to be so fucking great. Like, he's so excited
He's
about
awesome. He's like, I can't believe a sandstorm came in here, but that's okay because now this place is fucking real.
Qui-Gon's wig is ruined. Like, there's so much.
The pods are fucked. Yes, that's the line.
The pods are fucked. That's what the next episode of the show needs to be. It's about that special.
Oh my God, we gotta have Ray Cameron on this show. I think just one time.
Honestly, though,
he loves the prequels as much as we do. So let's do it.
Yeah, man, he's a real fan. He's a true fan. If he has his phone number's a lot like mine, 1-800-TRUE-FAN.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's it. Yeah.
Mine's 1-800.
He's a true fan. Do you want me to put this back on the wall? Yeah.
That needs to
and
be
Abby's
above
is
your bed.
1-800-SLAVE1.
Yeah, so I got that autograph. Yeah, that's it. Craig got me this autograph for Christmas. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And it's on
Honestly, best present.
Yeah, it's honestly on like a printed piece of printer paper. And it's like pixelated and like there's some sun damage. And I don't know who got it. It's so much better.
Because it was actually on set. So it's it's sun damage from the desert. Those twin sons of Tatooine
Pods are
just
fucked,
fucking
autographs
beat the shit out of it.
I really wish we could watch this live with everybody and have live commentary, but I'm sure we would get in trouble somehow.
I thought about that though, like because we do the watch-alongs on Saturdays for Patreon, so I really want to figure out how we could all, because it's on YouTube. I don't know how we could all sync it up.
So good,
dude. It's so good when he's when George Lucas is showing like the new droid, whatever the stormtrooper, sorry, the new troopers. Is that what they are? Yeah, and he's showing it to battle droids.
Oh, that
droids. Showing him to Steven Spielberg, and Steven Spielberg's like, these are okay. Like George Lucas is like, no, they're better because they're skinny and they look like this. That's the new look. And he's like, oh, that's the new look. Okay.
George explaining anything is so good. He's just like so passionate about what he's created, and he doesn't give a fuck what anybody else thinks.
Yeah.
I want to hear I want to hear a commentary with George Lucas and Dave Filoni.
Yeah.
But I want to hear a commentary on like The Last Jedi by Dave Filoni and George Lucas. Like, I want to hear that.
Kat
but then I also want to
hear it. That might.
But I also want to hear like these two just geek out, because when you watch Favreau and Dave Filoni geek out from behind the scenes stuff, so they giggle like nerds together. They're like, we should have them say McClunky. Right? They're both so proud of themselves, and they're just like like one will say something equally dorky and they both roll their eyes at each other, and it's like,
yeah.
And then Rick McCullum's like, did you fucking hear that? It was so fucking funny.
fucking,
you guys are fucking
Here,
great.
do some coke.
Dude, exactly. Off a droid.
ILM's gonna be fucking working till the break of dawn to get this movie out a week before it's fucking out.
That's the
Dude,
real sandstorm.
Also, that YouTube special, that show we're talking about, has like Jake Lloyd's audition tapes and like all the other kids auditioning.
Right.
And then they
poor
have
innocent little Jake Lloyd.
Dude, he's like signing the contract with like all of his family and like wealthy
He's got his
people.
little spiked hair.
Like, he's like, well, I gotta tell my friends at school that I'm in a Star Wars movie now, and they don't believe me. And it's great.
He's like so excited about getting his own action figure. Like, it's just like, man,
it hurts,
poor
honestly.
kid.
It hurts to watch.
knowing that he's gonna get like bullied in like 10 years.
Absolutely
to the brink of like
doing that, and also
abuse
in reading the Ahmed Best, knowing how badly people reacted to all of the humor and intention and originality that he brought to the character, which was like, it was tough because it was 50% real, 50% CG, and like he put a whole bunch into it.
He should be having the celebration of work that Andy Serkis has, and I think if
put him in that league, put him in there,
Yeah, I think so. I don't see why not, because it's like he's also one of the first with the motion capture and having to work with the CGI and all that kind of stuff, and you know, having to be a digital puppet, and you know, he did an amazing job. And just because it's Jar Jar and you've got those like mouth breathers that can't grasp the perfection that is the prequel trilogy.
Tongue.
Right? Oh, dude, serious tongue.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. I respect Jar Jar. I think it's a time for him to have a renaissance, and I like
Whoopee. Whoa! He's so
Yeah.
At least, you know, as divisive as the sequels were, they brought everybody back to the prequels in some fashion.
former fashion. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
agree.
kind of felt like the Clone Wars did that too. It brought a lot of people back, and it was kind of like, oh, this makes sense now. And it's kind of like, even I started to notice things later on too. Like, I wasn't hard on the prequels. The sequels. Prequels. Yeah, I was never hard on the prequels.
I was gonna say,
It was always kind of
Ryan,
like, oh,
We're all learning how to talk tonight.
I was kind of like, oh, they're fine. Like, they're good. They're fine. And then as time went by and you start to actually watch the storytelling and how it works and what you're supposed to be noticing, as when you're watching what you're supposed to watch, as opposed to watching what you wished happened, your whole perspective on that trilogy changes.
It's true.
Yeah, I've read about people saying that the prequels have better character development than the sequels.
Yeah, because the story is great.
Yeah, it's mapped out because the story's mapped out from beginning to end by old Georgie boy.
Right.
Yeah.
Maps are important.
True, all of it.
Thank you. Dude, I read that Ahmed Best wanted to play Han Solo's daddy. He says that multiple times in this interview. He wants to play Han Solo's dad. That's something that he's... Han Solo doesn't have a dad. I know. He's a solo. He's just solo. The guy doing the interview...
He's
was
Han
like,
Binks. He's been Han Binks this whole time.
The guy doing the interview was like, are you sure you don't just want to play Han Solo? He's like, okay, maybe I do. Because that was his favorite character. Oh, this just announced, y'all, 1 hour ago. Emily Swallow from The Mandalorian. She is the armorer, and she's going to be a Dragonborn.
Jelly.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I can't.
No, I'm fine.
Get you an auto or a picture.
Blame my present.
Everybody.
Carry pictures. Let's break that couple up. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I
Yeah.
don't know.
They're already
Break that
married.
couple
They're
up.
already married. So, whatever.
You need to reevaluate your friendship. I'm just kidding.
bitter.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. And how selfish of them.
Yeah, it really
No,
is. People.
just celebrating love,
Yeah. Why do
Ugh.
it? There's too many conventions to be getting married, you know?
Yeah.
Right? Get married at a convention. How about that?
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe don't, but
Do you know what makes Craig and Abby's wedding so perfect?
What?
Nobody was there and no one had to sit through it, and they just did their thing, and then we just all like give them a high five when we see them.
Ate some lasagna, had a cake pop.
It-
Yeah.
Dude,
That's-
if that's code,
that's the way it
I'm
should
all
be.
down for it.
No, my mom brought cake pops and we had some lasagna.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
man.
Sorry.
I agree. I don't know if this has anything. I feel like we could tie this into Star Wars, but much like Anakin and Padme having a
Padme's
secret
epic wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
go.
man. It was like Jake was your 3PO,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It-
Okay. I'll give
you know, and then
I'll
you
give it.
and Craig are like Anakin and Padme, except
Yeah.
I'm not going to go there. But you know what?
Clandestine wedding. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's where we're going. That's
where we're going with
That
this.
is where we're
Jake
going.
is 3PO. That's what it comes down to.
okay.
Way over my head. I'm like, what's happening?
Oh, it's
I'm
because
filtering
Craig built
myself
Jake.
as I go.
Craig built him from parts. And he's like, oh, I'm naked.
Craig built him from parts. Yeah. And made it.
Dude, I'm thinking about the invisible C3PO without his skin on from Phantom Menace and how that made everyone feel. It's not so
Oh man, he was like a little embarrassed. My parts are showing.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor guy.
Thank the maker.
Yeah, this
C-3PO.
oil bath is gonna feel so fucking good.
Yeah, dude.
That's the line.
Oh,
right?
the droid spa. Isn't there? There's a droid spa in Clone
There's a
Wars.
droid spot, dude. We got everything. We got everything in Star Wars now. I think at this point.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I love. Continue. I was just gonna say. I
Did
would
they
like to
ever
work
make
there.
an oil bath toy? Because they should have for little droids, just little Dunkaroo,
Oh.
bath
They got
time
the
or
new one,
something.
the Droid Depot one. Is an
That
oil
one
bath,
I have actually. I haven't opened it though. They have color
right? Give
changing
them a little.
droids.
They have a little shower button.
Yeah.
Have a little shower power night.
I like that.
Cool.
Droid Factory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like to clean my toys like that. I like that. I like to have a cleaning factory. I think that's a great idea.
Honestly,
Yep.
though,
That's
there's
nice.
our new business. We just make it like a little toy cleaning convention line thing that you can keep at home and run your
Conveyor
toys
belt.
through. Yeah, like a little
Like the
little
old
car
Hot Wheels
wash.
ones for like the little Hot Wheels car wash.
I loved those with the little sponges. Ooh!
Yes. Oh, they're so great. And yeah, Jake, we remember when the show was about the Bad Batch, but now we're just talking about Star Wars in general.
Some Jake.
Just some fun prequels talk because
Oh, did he miss the
what we
part where we
want.
talked about the Bad Batch?
yeah,
he-
we did
he
it.
miss
We
that
covered
part?
8, 9, and 10, dude. We said it was good. We liked it. And we're in the halfway point of the season. We're looking forward to anything like prediction wise or like loose ends or things that you want to see in like, I don't know, character reveals maybe in this next second half of the season. Anything you're building towards?
Well, more Fennec.
More Fennec is better.
Yeah, I really like seeing Fennec. We didn't even really talk about the like Cad Bane versus Fennec like
Talk
scene,
about it.
Just how
Talk about it. It's
epic
fucking
it
awesome.
was. Like I don't know. That episode is a perfect episode in my opinion. I agree with what Ryan said about it being too soon that Omega was like saved, but also she kind of saved herself. So I'm gonna give it a pass on that front because she is so smart. She is so damn smart.
And underestimated
the-
by people.
Yeah, like every other female on this planet. I'm just kidding.
Bleeding hearts. Yeah. Good.
But yeah, just like Cad Bane and Fennec going at it and kind of almost forgetting about Omega at times is like,
Yeah, dude. She's like, I'm gonna go down here. Dude, Fennec
She's
does
like-
this kick at one point. She fucking kicks this little thing, like a little bomb off, and it's so fucking cool. And I
yeah,
think that's when Toto 360 shows up. I think that's his name, Toto, the little the droid.
Yeah.
that's with Cat.
Yeah.
They have that case of like credits and he like dumps
Oh,
it.
he's such a dummy. He goes out. He's oh my credits.
My credits! I'm
My
only doing this for
sandwich!
credits. God damn it.
Yeah. And you get to see the credits are, they're heavy. They're in a little tackle box, and it's pretty. I want some
Yeah.
credits. How many credits
yeah.
are we making doing this, Craig? Have we made any credits? We are all making 4 credits each tonight.
1 credit per person.
So you can buy some Mantel mix and have a night out. That sounds like
I love it.
sounds like a good
Can't
time.
you get like at Galaxy's Edge? Can't you get like credits that look like credits but they work? You can put money in them.
Kat, do
They
you
work
know
like
about
a
that?
gift
Because I
card?
didn't do that when I was there.
I have one right here.
Oh, shit.
In fact, it's just
Oh
in this
man,
little
she just
package.
like reaches behind. This wasn't planned, folks.
This was
Oh.
not planned, but it comes in this nice little
Oh,
paper pack.
Like, oh look
You
at
got
that! It's an
Craig's
envelope.
attention.
Oh yeah, spit on it.
Hold on. Oh, got it. You know the like little sticky glue things that like. There we go. We got it. This is the silver one, but there's also a gold one. It's just a Disney gift card, and you can load it with whatever, and use it to pay for things in Batu, which I made like a little necklace thingy and put mine in there and pretended I actually live on that planet.
Dude.
Because that'd be
That's what you're
nice.
supposed to do. You're supposed to LARP there.
yeah, dude.
I
Jake
don't
wants,
understand why people wear graphic tees and
yeah, Jake wants to go
Shorts.
there and sit and beg for credits. Just and not actually ride any rides, but just like be there as like a I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good word to use.
Please,
Yes.
can I have some
And-
credit?
with a can for credits.
yeah.
But that's what
Ting,
you
ting, ting,
get.
ting, ting.
We have to go back because you.
Hey, I got you
Yeah.
guys. I'm literally going in 2 weeks. So if anybody needs a Galaxy's Edge pickup, let me know.
Yeah.
You
DM
and Kat. I got
Kat.
you.
Just kidding. Not everyone. Just us. Just the hosts of the show. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kat. I'm also a little bit jealous of you. Yeah, Galaxy's Edge is the shit, man, and it does make you just want to like immerse yourself and not have to think about regular life while you're in there.
Yeah.
And that's cool that you can pay with credits too, because everything else is like,
know.
what's the outside world? We don't know what the Force Awakens is here, and I love that shit. Like I love the performance of it all. It's almost like a Renaissance fair kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I really
wish
wanna
they had
go
a
with-
strict dress code for Galaxy's Edge.
Like
That'd be cool.
cosplay required is what you're thinking?
Yeah, like you have like at least cover up with a robe or something. You can't be wearing this. You gotta you gotta do something. No more Florida hosing. You know what I mean? Like you
Oh,
gotta
absolutely
put
not.
some effort into this.
Yeah, we don't want jeans. If you're gonna wear jeans, they better be the jeans that Luke Skywalker was wearing in the first movie that found out were actually jeans, not his costume. Yeah, I'm sure we all know about that.
Yeah, we all know that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Aaron
common knowledge.
Knowles says to dress up like Jar Jar and beg for credits. Which is yeah, dude.
I do like that. I do like Jake's idea though, of just sitting there with like this like old ratchety tin looking cup and just being like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
being like
Hey.
a vagrant and
Yeah.
asking. Yeah, I absolutely love that.
I would love to see if he gets anything, because you know how people would play along that wouldn't know any better, right?
Yeah,
I'm also worried that would get him like arrested by the Disney police.
yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
That
the
could
cast member
happen
comes
too, and I
over.
don't want that happening
Sure.
to Jake.
I want to like campaign to be senator or something. I want to do some like a whole like put up posters.
Could you hang up like flyers that
Yes.
are all written in like
Vote for me. A vote for.
I honestly
Help me with
love
my
the
that.
senator
Isn't
of
that funny?
Batu?
Yeah.
I bet the cast members would love that. You really should do that. I think that would be awesome.
Dude.
Because
Yeah,
they really like when people play along.
Will you bring some posters from my campaign with you in 2 weeks? when you
Yeah,
go?
just like putting them up on the walls. Ma'am, you need to leave. I will not.
I want to be. In the
I
Senate.
love that idea so much.
Me too.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
I really
I think
do.
we all need to go together because I don't know. I get scared like kind of LARPing on my own there.
Celebration
Like, it just
weekend,
makes
man.
Tell me
nervous.
why. Why do you get scared?
Tell me why.
Because they like I'm not a very good improv person. I don't know if you've like noticed this.
Hey,
but,
that's
like
Kat. That's how I feel when I'm doing it too.
it's scary.
Like
then
at
they're
Dragon
trying
Con
to
if I'm in
be
a
yourself.
costume.
up. I'm like,
Just be you're overthinking it.
My
You're
social
totally
anxiety is
overthinking it.
outweighing my costume right now. I'm sorry, I can't function.
Yeah, just don't think
no
about what
thought
you're
here.
doing and just like go for it. Be
Ryan,
yourself.
we
just
need
be
you to
yourself.
go with us and be
Ryan,
the ambassador.
give me your confidence. Just like put it in a test tube. I'll figure
You
it out.
just need the confidence of a mediocre white man. That's
Ryan's
all you
like
need.
Omega,
That's
and
all
we gotta
you need.
extract his confidence. Cool. Also, I see what you said, Ryan, but I also
Yeah.
like my metaphor a lot. We're going to extract Ryan's confidence and give it to everyone next
That's
week.
right.
Oh, dude, I really want
I'm
to take a
the
trip.
alpha of confidence. I've been extracted from the pure,
You
confident Django Fett, and now here I am.
Yeah, dude. That's
The Fets and the Furious.
Pure.
The Fets and the Furious. I feel like that's an awesome. That's an
Because
awesome
it's about
way
family.
to close the show because we are
Family.
family. We are family, and I love my family. I love you, Kat. Love you, Ryan. I love everyone who shows up, and anyone who's watching this later. We really appreciate it. And
Yeah.
just thanks
That's
for
really
being,
nice.
Yeah, dude.
It is really nice.
I made bracelets. That's my Trey Young bracelet. And then there's my Bad Bitches bracelet and white.
I don't think mine have gotten mailed yet, but that's okay.
Are in another box in the toy room right now because he's getting
Another
a bunch.
box.
Yeah.
In a box that is
box.
the plant. No.
A box in a box.
And if you want to get something from Kat, just DM her and she'll get you it at the park. Just kidding.
Honestly, if you're in this chat on the live show right now and you want something from Galaxy's Edge, you let me know because that's how much I love you for watching this.
Yeah,
There.
that's fair.
Boom.
If you're in this chat, you get something.
Yeah.
Except for
I'll
Jake.
send you something.
Just kidding.
Oh.
He gets everything.
He doesn't like cartoons.
We get everything. No.
He doesn't like cartoons, so he doesn't
Like
get
cartoons.
anything.
That's not true. We love you, Jake. Hey, watch
Yes, it's
Monster
true.
Island if you haven't. If you're watching this, you've never
Oh,
listened to it.
yes, please.
There you
That's
go.
a great show.
That's how we Jake's upset. It's a good show. Him and Jake Key do it. Also tomorrow night, Toy Anxiety is on regular time, and it's gonna be fun. It's always fun. Anything else coming up with YHS? Join group therapy. It's a great space. Ryan, tell them about
Well,
group therapy.
Wait 1 second. John Yerkeba in with the burn. Jake isn't canon.
What? Oh,
I don't even
his
know.
character, his begging character's not canon.
I guess not. Jake's not canon. That's so mean. That's so mean.
Jake, I
John
got you.
Yerkeba's never really mean, but that was mean.
No, John is.
Hey,
Anyways,
when you're
everyone,
here,
if
you're
you-
canon.
If any
you're
of you
here,
11
you're
folks watching
canon.
us right now
Dude,
have not gone onto Facebook and joined Yes Have Some Group Therapy, please join us there. We can continue the conversation, the hanging out. We'll be sharing videos from episode 1, those behind the scenes, once I find them. And you know what? It's a great place to talk about a lot of things pop culture. It's not just Star Wars, it's not just toys, but it is a lot of that. But yeah, keep it conversational. No memes. That's the only, unless it's about us. If you're gonna make a meme about Craig, you can totally make a meme about Craig.
unless it's a very flattering meme about us, then no.
Yeah, right. Like if you want to post dudes in crop tops and be like, "Hey, Craig, buy this one," then yes, totally do that. Because
Then that's 100%.
Craig's been playing basketball again, so that he can start wearing crop tops and start wearing them properly. Because you know what? And we should all
top
cheer
Craig.
Craig on because that's he's been keeping it up. So good on Craig.
You know what?
Right?
Craig and I were
Producer
actually
Craig.
we were
Producer
playing
Craig in the
street
back.
basketball before the show. We didn't have a hoop. We were just doing it, just
A little
jamming.
horse?
Just
Well,
horse.
nice,
That's exactly what we were doing. It was
That's
great.
sick.
Yeah, man. Sports are great.
nice. And what else is
Sport!
happening? When is Guess Have Some Prime? When's that this week?
We're all like, I don't know.
Okay.
It's good. Probably tomorrow night. We're gonna do some stuff. I think we have a bonus we're gonna record too. We're talking about Batman and Robin. So that's cool. So
Pretty
y'all
cool.
If you haven't seen Batman and Robin, it's great. Go see it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's one of my favorite movies.
It's a little bit nipply. It's a good movie. I'm excited.
It's
about
good.
It.
I think it's fun knowing where Joel Schumacher was coming from on it. I'm not going to be part of that episode, so I can just say what I want now.
No, it's not like horse. Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, knowing where Joel Schumacher was coming from on that, and the fact the movie was made from beginning to end in less than a year.
In like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Damn,
I think it's
I
actually
didn't
a pretty
know
good
that.
movie.
Yeah. Well, I'm the
The more
biggest
you
offender.
know.
Yeah, Batman Forever. So fuck it. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna dig into it. I'm excited to watch it probably after this. Well, have a great week. 2 weeks. I'll see y'all. But probably talk to you before then. But for all of you who are watching, I'll see you tomorrow night.
We'll
on
see you
Toy
tomorrow.
Anxiety. Yeah,
We'll see you
love
tomorrow.
you.
Toy Anxiety.
From all of us,
Yay.
Kat, Ryan, and Craig behind the curtain, Crop Top Craig. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
watching, y'all.
May the force be with you all.
Yes.
Always.
Yes. I was trying to
Just the
think of
toy
like
room.
another verse, something about the Bible.